Hello, students of GYSO. I hope this message finds you well. My name is Mr. Metrio, and I'm the conductor for the Camerata Orchestra. And the point of this video is to share with you a couple of tips for preparing for your audition for GYSO. So I'll give you a little information about myself first. I'm a bass player, and I grew up here in Metro Atlanta. I grew up in Gwinnett County, Georgia. And when I was in middle school and high school, I felt like I was always preparing for some kind of audition. Starting in 8th grade, I auditioned for All-State for the first time, and I did that all the way through my senior year. I also auditioned for the Gwinnett County Youth Symphony, which was the local youth orchestra of where I grew up. I auditioned for a couple of other youth orchestras in the area. I had to audition for summer camps, and I had to audition to get into undergrad to study music education. So always through high school, I felt like I was auditioning for something. And there was a couple of tips that I picked up along the way that really helped me out and helped me be successful. By the time I was a junior and a senior in high school, I had auditioned successfully to be first-chair bass player for the All-State orchestras. I was also first chair in my youth orchestra, and I got into the Brevard summer camp, and so I had done some pretty good work in my auditions by the time I was late in high school. So I'd like to share those tips with you today. So the first thing that I would always do, which sounds a little silly, but I would always eat a banana about a half hour before my audition. And the reason I would do that is because it would help me calm down. Bananas are full of potassium, and so I would take the banana with me, and I would always show up to my warm-up time about an hour before my audition time. So I would have a nice, solid chunk of time to not stress and to be able to warm up calmly. So halfway through my warm-up, I would eat the banana, and it really would take away a lot of the jitters, a lot of the shakes. It would help me center myself, and it would help me focus on what I was there to do, which was play a clean audition and a calm audition. So that's number one. I always ate a banana. Number two, I would practice really hard for my audition, but I would start that weeks before or months before the audition. The day before or the morning of an audition was not the time for me to shed on my instrument and spend hours and hours trying to fix something or learn the last 20 measures. That's really not the time to do that. My second tip is do most of your practicing, obviously all of your practicing before the actual audition, and that'll get rid of any chance of you messing up on anything. That'll get rid of any feelings of uncertainty. You don't want to go into an audition feeling like it's a shot in the dark. So the day of the audition, calm down, play the parts that you're really good at, start and stop the audition, run through it a couple of times, but don't overdo it. My third tip was when I was short for a live audition, in the warm-up room, I'd always get warm-up room ears, which is what I would call them, and that's when everybody else in the warm-up room sounded phenomenal or fantastic. And everybody was playing their excerpts super fast, and I thought that everybody was better than me, but that's not the case. You just get nervous. And so actually what I would do in my warm-up time is just play solid, whole note, long tone, slow scales. And again, that's just another tip for me to that helped me just calm down and relax and do the best that I could. So really all of these are just to be able to help you calm down, because nerves are what's going to get you in an audition. The way you can translate that last tip into a virtual audition is just by not assuming that everybody else is going to be better, or not assuming that it really doesn't sound good. You probably sound better than you think you do, because we're our own worst critics sometimes, okay? So I hope that these tips help you, and I can't wait to hear your auditions, and I can't wait to see everybody back in August. Thank you.